Okay, so let's discuss this. So what we have is a model like this. You have initially this z's, so zi. So with probability half, it will be a. This will be a, and with probability half, you will get coin b. This is let's say this is coin a, and the parameter governing that is theta a. Then you have coin b governing the parameter governing that is theta b. Okay, so now we have xi's. Okay, I going from 1 to n. Now what we will do is we will try to write, assuming if we know z how it looks. So ln of, so p of x z given theta. Let's try to write the complete thing. So this will be ln. So assuming all the things are independent, I equal to 1 to n, right? P of xi zi. So please interrupt me if you have any questions. Okay, so I will keep on writing this. Okay, so now what I said is like you will have I equal to 1 to n. Okay, this is j equal to a or b. Okay, so p of xi zi equal to j given theta. This is true. Okay, but we have to have a parameter which is zij. Is that okay? Does everybody follow this? Okay, so now if you do this, expand this. Devyani, this is okay, right, so far? Is Devyani here? Okay, Siddharth, is okay?
Sir, how did that pi occur inside ln? We wrote probability, like, why is that equal to?
No. So this is the probability that you see the complete xi's and zi's. So this is like, you know, if you have xi as well as zi available, I equal to 1 to n, right? So I am assuming that each of these things is an independent trial. So this probability is equal to individual probabilities, right?
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this, what about the second step? Do you follow this? This is what we did even in the case of like in the case of Bernoulli, we did this, right? We said theta to the power of xi and 1 minus theta to the power of 1 minus xi. Do you remember this? So same thing I'm doing here.
Yes, sir, that will vanish for all the terms.
Yeah. So this is what I've done. Why is 1 minus xi not coming? Because I'm having a separate zi for it. So either it is this or that. Okay. So this will now be zij ln. Okay, so now what is this? So this has two parameters. Okay, first you have chosen what is the probability that you choose zi equal to j into probability you get xi given zi equal to j. This is okay, right? Right. So now this is summation I equal to 1 to n, summation j equal to a and b, zij. Okay. This is probability is half. If you remember our Cole model, this is half. So this is ln of 0.5, okay, into this particular thing is n choose xi, theta, whatever that j is, right? So theta j to the power of xi into 1 minus theta j to the power of n minus xi. N we chose is at 10. So let me not say n. Let us say this 10 minus xi. So yeah. So do you follow this step, Siddharth, Devyani? You both had questions, right? Nish, is it okay?
Yes, sir. This step also is.
Yeah. So now if you take expected value of qz, if you take, okay, of this ln p x z theta, right? If you take this, the only thing that is going to be taking randomization over is this. Okay, everything else is fixed. For x is fixed, z is fixed, everything is fixed. This is constant. So what you will get is summation I equal to 1 to n, summation j equal to a and b, right? This will be gamma ij, which is your probability, And then this ln term will be as it is there, 0.5 into 10 choose xi, right? Theta j to the power of xi. All these things will be there. Okay. 10 minus xi. Now you have to take the derivative of the above thing, d by d theta a of this q of q theta. This is what you will take derivative over, and that will give you those things. Now, if you take derivative over this, okay, so this is the two places where it appears, and if you do simplification, you will get the answer. So I will leave this for you to try out. Is that okay?
Sir, I had a question. Like
Yeah.
the probability of Zij equal to 1. When we are taking expectation, we multiply that by is like shouldn't gamma ij is sort of a soft assignment that if I belong to the jth class.
Yeah. So this is probability. This is actually probability Zij equal to 1. That is what we are doing. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
should that. Yeah, exactly the same which Devani asked.
See, basically, you read upon what is called as indicator random variables. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit. So indicator random variables I of some event E. Okay, this is a random variable. It depends on omega being your particular sample. This is one if E has happened. Okay, so let me give you an example. So if you do a coin toss, okay, suppose E is the event that you get a head. Okay, so then I say the random variable takes a value 1, 0 otherwise. Okay, so when you take expectations of this indicator random variable, expectation of IE, okay, so 1E, I will get P of E. Okay, so when I take expectation here, if I take expectation of this, it's actually equal to probability of this. Nitish, does that make sense?
So it means that Zij will be 1, so it will be 1 into probability of Zij being 1, no?
Yes, so but that is equal to P of Zij equal to 1, right? 1 into probability that Zij equal to 1, which is nothing but P of Zij equal to 1, yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you go through this video also. I will share this also with all of you. Okay, and then you ask me if there are any more questions later on. Okay.
So Zi equal to J. Like when I think about it, I always have confusion. Zi equal to J, we are writing that as 0.5 directly, and then we say that I be assigned to class J. Then we are finding that.
Yes. That is confusing. I will not. I will not dispute that. What you are asking, Zi equal to J, right? This one and Zij, you are going to get confused, and I understand that well. So let me try to tell you that. See, basically, you have to. The way to understand that is you first assume that you see first you do this hard assignment. Suppose if you had seen everything, if you had seen Xi's, if you have seen Zi's, this is what it would have been, right? Is this okay? This you will never question,
yes,
even if
yes, sir. This is fine.
This is fine. Okay, so sometimes see, even if you take suppose a probability of getting a coin toss, okay, so probability of head, let's say it is 0.95. It's a very biased coin, okay. But with this coin, with some probability, I will also get tail also. That is also possible, right? So what I am trying to say, this internal thing is if this had happened, what is the probability? This is telling whether that actually happened. Okay, so this is if Zi equal to J, what is this? So this and this are not related. See, this Zij can be 0, but I will have this term anyway. See, even if Zij is 0, I'm going to sum over this because the whole purpose of Zij is to like get a general expression. So this is for doing the algebra is what we are using this, right? So that we did this. Why did we bring this Zij? We could have always directly said, okay,
yes,
when there are
four... said that it's sort of a switch on, switch off thing that
exactly. Yeah, it is a sort of switch on and switch off. Okay, so this particular thing that you have inside over here. Okay, this has got nothing to do with Z. This is got not the actual Z, right? This you understand, right? This is not the actual Z that is given here. This Zij and this is different. Do you understand that? This is because this is actual, which is switch on, switch off type of thing. Okay. If it is switched off, this term still will be there. Devyani, why do we do the hard assignment and then analogously write it as gamma? Why can't we derive directly with gamma? Because yeah, we can directly derive with gamma, but then you will have this confusion even more. So if you start with the hard assignment, then when you are taking probability, then you understand that, okay, this part is completely independent of Z, and this is the only thing that we are taking the probability over. This is going to be exactly, this is actually a constant, right? Because xi is given, it is known, we are saying what is xi, and this zi is like we are taking all possible assignments of zi and we are writing this. So this xn actually has got fixed value for every summation term. Only thing that we are taking expectation is over zij. This is a confusing point, and this always confuses people, and I'm happy that you bring it up, but you need to think about it a little bit on your own. But all I can say is that there is no major thing. What we are taking is we are taking all possible values of zi's here, okay? And the xi is also known. So this is actually not dependent upon the expectation. When you are taking, this does not get changed. Only the weights get changed. Nidish, what do you think? Nidish, or who asked? Siddharth? Was that you?
Yes, sir.
How about others? Nidish, Rajneesh, what do you all feel?
So I'm actually still confused about that Zij and the
okay. This one, in the full information model, you shouldn't have any confusion. Is the full information model also confusing?
No, actually, sir, I have the same question as Siddharth, sir. So
okay.
So we are trying directly.
Yeah, let us. No, Nidish. Let's do one thing. Let's understand it step by step. Okay, so from here to this, it's okay, right? This first step is fine, right? So let's just mark everything that's okay. See, others also, please feel free to join. I am just involving these two people because they are comfortable speaking up. So, Nidish, is this okay?
Yes, sir.
So what about this?
Yes, sir. It's okay, sir.
Yeah. So now over here, is there any confusion?
So till now, it's I don't have any confusion because till now it's just a normal algebra like ln. We're taking the ln inside. So, but as soon as we change that Zij into that soft assignment as gamma, so
that is where you are getting confused, right?
Yeah.
So to really get to understand that, let's first see this little more carefully. So first, do you understand that this Zij equal to j? Okay, this will be this particular term, right? This is some Zij's. Depending upon data, this will keep changing, but this is always fixed. Do you understand that? So let me just pull out this somewhere, and then we will discuss it in detail. Okay. So let's try to attempt to understand it. Okay, it's a little difficult. It is, but we will see. So what I'm asking is, so if you look at this term, okay, so depending upon data, okay, so sometimes you have this data. Suppose in data you have some xi's and some zi's. I will only vary this. So I will have one particular Zij, let's say Zij tilde, okay, and then another assignment could be Zij hat. Okay, these are two different assignments. What I'm saying is, so if you write this summation over I equal to 1 to whatever summation j, okay, this is Zij tilde, then you have ln p Zij equal to j, p of xi given Zi equal to j, and then I have another term I equal to 1 to something j something. Now instead of Zij tilde, I have Zij hat, and then I have ln p Zi equal to j. Okay, so this whole thing is there, p of xi Zi equal to j. My question is, do you understand that this part and this part, they are identical? Do you understand this?
So in that analogy, what we knew beforehand that the coin A or the coin B, it might either we choose coin A or coin B according to our unbiased toss, as you said.
Yes, yes, yes.
So P Zi equal to J represents that what is the probability of.
Yeah, so this is 0.5, right? So this is 0.5. Yes.
But sir, that's where the confusion comes in, that if we know that probability, that if what is this probability saying, that the Z ith sample, what is the probability that is belongs to the jth class?
No, this is right now, this is no probability. This is, I'm saying this is a actual data. You are actually seeing the assignment. This is Zij. Suppose if you had seen two different versions, data 1, which is this, okay, data 2, which is this. This is actual. I have seen. I'm telling you whether this particular sequence of coin tosses came from A or B directly. But I'm saying same. You can have the same sequence of data from different assignments, right? This can happen, right? You can have, let's say, head, head. Some, let's say there are 10 tosses, right? Something like this, and then head, head, tail, 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 tail. So this could come. This could be A. This could be B. This could also be the case that this is A and this is also A. This can happen, right? I am talking about that situation.
Yes, sir.
So this is what I'm saying. So I'm saying this is Zij tilde. This is Zij hat. Okay. This can happen, right? Because you can get the same sequence from either coin. So just that sometimes it is not very likely that you will get this sequence, but it can happen. This can happen. You can have two different assignments here. So this is hard assignment. We are still talking about hard assignment. Okay. So can this happen or not? Does everyone follow this discussion? Lakshmi, you have something to say?
No, sir. No.
Yeah. See, this is where the confusion is there, right? So I'm just trying to say that you have to understand that this part and this Zij is different. I understand the confusion you guys are having. You are saying that if Zij equal to J, this probability R is known, why don't you directly put it here, right? Why don't you just put this same thing here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In the same.
Yeah. So, but I'm trying to say that this Zij is a data. This is what you're observing. Okay, this is what you're observing. So this, even though it is coming from the underlying model, this is what actually has happened. So this is going to be different. This term is different. Okay. So then if you want to generalize this and write it, this will be I equal to 1 to J. This is J equal to 1 to J. This is Zij. Okay, and this is some constant. So this is so this is going to be some function of x, z, beta. Okay, so this is what it is. And when you take, this is going to be constant in every term. So when you take expectation, the only thing that is changing is this. And that's why this becomes from Zij, it becomes gamma ij.
Sir, so if I give you two different sequences, like for example the above two sequences, so this Zij will have different values for both the sequences.
So I give two different sequences. Zij can be same, can be different. Anything can happen. You can take, see, for every sequence, you have two possible things. So there are, let's say there are n points. Okay, and for every point, there are two possible. So totally there are 2 power n possible values your Zijs can take. And I'm taking expectation over this 2 power n possible values. So when I take expected value of Qj, I'm basically considering all these 2 power n sequences. Right? So this is sequence 1, this is sequence 2. Your data is having n sequences. Okay, and each sequence can either come from A or B. So there are two ways. So one sequence could be A, B, 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 that is one. And then it could be A, all this. So there are like totally 2 power n sequences of Zij. Okay, that is what I'm considering as not known, and I'm taking probability over that. Okay, so I don't know how this
So
is going.
can,
Yeah,
can I try to frame this like what I understood? So
yeah.
like so
Yeah, please.
what I understand is that the we have the probability that coin A might be chosen or coin B might be chosen as 0.5, and that's what
Yes,
we write inside. Like
yes,
that's what we
yes,
know about the distribution. But then
yes, yes.
what you're saying is that what we observe might be different than the distribution.
Yes, very clear. That is what it is. Yeah, what you observe might be very different from what is
So
happening
even if
inside.
it is 0.5, we might have Zij's completely in favor of A in some
Yes,
observation.
yes. Exactly. Right.
Okay.
So that is why we are having this kind of ZIJs are treated differently from this. So these things are as though they are constants. This is completely what is varying. So if you are done hard assignment, you will only you will pick and choose few terms and you will add that up. Okay, that was what is in hard assignment. In soft assignment, you will take probability. This is a difficult thing. I don't deny it. Okay, so I have, that's why I want people to ask. Yeah, so that is now. So Siddharth, does that make it
Yes, sir.
clear for you?
It's intuitively more clear now.
Yeah. Okay, good. So shall we stop here? If there are no more questions, let's stop here. I will share this video also with all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, everyone. All right, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.